everyone, it's me, Mindy Hilton, here at the Hilton House in Northern California. I think I've had to start this video about 6 times. I have little boys, and Paula, I'm sure you can remember what that's like. I don't know what toys they're playing with, but it seems like when I need to make a video, all of the loud toys come out. So we had a little talk. We found some quieter toys, which is great because it's entree week, and I'm very excited to show you my new recipe. Growing up, my mom instilled in me that it's really important when you have a special guest in your home to make something that you know they will love. I remember one holiday, we must have had a dozen pies for a little over a dozen people. It was crazy, but my mom wanted to make everyone's favorite type of pie because she was known for making good pies. So she went a little overboard, but every guest was happy and was able to take home some of their favorite pie. I'm so happy that she instilled that in me to this day, and whenever I have guests, I always want to make something that I know they are gonna love. And since Paula, it's my dream to cook for you someday, this dish is for you. I know from watching videos, you're a real steak and potato kind of gal. So I'm gonna be making a terrific grilled New York steak. I'm gonna make a terrific Philadelphia cream cheese sauce along with some sauteed mushrooms and onions. It's gonna be out of this world. We're gonna finish it off with a little melted Swiss cheese. I sure hope you love it, Paula, because I'm making it for you. I can't believe we have a little bit of snow flurries out there and the wind is a-hollerin'. I just came inside from turning up my grill to high because I wanna get a nice sear on that New York steak. So I've got my grill heating up. All I'm gonna do is start slicing a yellow onion, and I've already got my baby Bella mushrooms already sliced and washed. And you can buy them sliced from the store. And those baby Bellas, they're really good. They're one of my favorites, and all they are is a young portobello mushroom. And that's 8 ounces, and I'm gonna slice this yellow onion. And I'm gonna try not to cry. Now that I've got my vegetables all nice and sliced, I'm gonna put them in my cast iron enameled pan with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now I'm gonna take these over to my stove. Oh, goodness gracious. Those onions, woo! Have mercy. Good thing I've got my waterproof mascara on. Whew. Now that I've got my vegetables in my cast iron skillet, I'm just gonna take them over to my stove and heat them up over medium heat until they get nice and translucent. I sure need to get some of those goggles that you have, Paula. I don't know why I haven't thought of investing in a pair of those goggles because I love onions and I use them a lot in my cooking. And I really do need to get a pair. It's time for our steak. And this is a New York strip steak. This is going to be the kind of steak that you typically find in a good steakhouse. It's also called a Kansas city cut steak, depending on where you live. So if you find something that's called that, it's the same thing. Go ahead and grab it. And if you need to, if you see that you've got a top sirloin that's a really great price, you can use that too. I just like the New York steak because it has nice marbling, it's tender, and it's got a nice flavor. So all I'm going to do is add 2 teaspoons of meat tenderizer. And this is unseasoned because I want to use my Philly to Philify our steak today. So I don't want to have a meat tenderizer that already has flavoring in it. But you know what? This does have a lot of salt. So you're not going to need to add salt, just some ground black pepper, which I'm going to add. And since we have about 2 pounds of meat here, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of that meat tenderizer. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on both sides. My other meat over here. Show it some love. Right, now you could use your fork to kind of poke it and to help tenderize that meat. And I might do that just a little bit, but I have my meat mallet here that I'm also going to use. Because you know what, I'm pulling out all the stops because this is for you, Paula Dean. Woo. Show that meat who's boss. You like that? Other side. And you could certainly have your kids help you with this. Of course, you'd want to make sure they wash their hands. I'm always making sure my boys are washing their hands. And you can see, I probably should have mentioned that I'm using the bumpy side, not the flat side, because I'm not trying to flatten our steak. I'm just trying to kind of tenderize it. So you can see I've done so, and it's got those nice little holes in it, and it's almost ready to go out to our grill. Now I just took a second to spray both sides of my steaks with some non-stick butter flavored spray. Why I like to do that is because, first of all, it'll keep your meat from sticking on the grill. Second, it attracts the heat, so when I throw it on that screaming hot grill, it's going to make sure I get a nice sear on that meat, which is not only going to look great, but it's going to help lock in juices and add a lot of great flavor. So my steaks are ready to go, and you can see there is some fat on there. I don't like to trim that off until after I'm done cooking because it's going to add more flavor and help it be even juicier. So let's get these bad boys on the grill. Oh my gosh, can you see that snow, Paula Deen? I'm out here in it grilling just for you. I just wanted to show you those great grill marks. And you know what? You don't need to mess with your meat. Just set it on there and flip it just once to cook both sides. Our onions are nice and translucent, so I'm ready to add our other ingredients. I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. That's a mouthful. 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. And now we just needed to add our 8 ounces of Philadelphia chive and onion cream cheese. And I'm just going to keep heating this up until we have a beautiful sauce. Look how creamy that is. That is going to be so good on top of our New York steak, and it was all thanks to our Philadelphia cream cheese. Now, I've pulled my steaks off the grill, and for how we like them, I like mine just a little bit of pink in the middle. So it took 4 minutes on either side. Not very long at all. And then I've topped it with our sauteed mushrooms and onions and that terrific Philadelphia cream cheese sauce. Now I'm just taking some of my Kraft extra thin Swiss cheese, and I'm going to put a slice on top of each one, and then they're going to go under our broiler on high heat for just a minute. You want to watch them, you don't want to burn them, just to melt that cheese, because our steaks are done. We just want to get that cheese all nice, melted, and gooey. Well, this came together super quickly, and I am so excited to dig in. And I'm not even a real steak and potatoes kind of gal, but this steak looks amazing. That creamy Philadelphia chive and onion cream cheese with the sauteed mushrooms and onions. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. I hate to dig in without you guys, but I want a little bit of everything. Some mushrooms, some onion, some Swiss cheese. Steak's perfect just how I like it. Just a little bit of pink left in the middle, like butter. Such great flavor, and it was all thanks to our Philadelphia chive and onion cream cheese. Really, this whole meal came together in less than an hour, and that was me running outside from in here trying to film, and outside in that bitter cold. If I can do it, you can do it. Super easy, amazingly good. The only thing that's missing is you, Paula Deen. Until next time, I send you all my love, peace, bacon grease, Philly twice a day at least. Bye, everyone.